This is my new Shark robot vacuum. I have to say I am very, very pleasantly surprised with it. It works really, really well. Setup is super easy. Just take this unit, plug it into the wall, and then put this the vacuum onto the charger. This is its charger, so it always says stay in charge. It has a vacuum actually in the back of it, so it sucks out everything that this robot collects and puts it into this container, and they say that should last like 30 plus days before you have to change it. There's a filter in this guy, as well as right here. So this is a filter that you have to change out or clean every now and then. I've been using this for about 3 days now. No problems with the filters. Everything's really cool. When you first start it up, it takes about my size of a space, of just about 2,000 square feet. It took about 45 minutes to map everything out, and then on the app it shows all the rooms and everything like that. I labeled all the rooms on the app, and I can set it up to clean specific rooms at specific times. So I just have it going in the middle of the night, and picks up lots and lots of stuff. One thing I will say is that the packaging is really cool, but these little guys, these little brushes, I missed. I must have thrown those out, so I couldn't find them. So I bought these guys replacement ones. They're $5 on Amazon. They snap right on, so you don't need a screwdriver or anything like that. So that's really cool. I think it's a really powerful vacuum. I really like it, and I'm really, really glad I got this guy.
apparently I have dueling robots. There goes the Roomba. There goes the shark. The shark's been caught in that back corner of the dining room for a good 15 minutes now. The Roomba, on the other hand, is escaping down the hallway. Oh, going into the room over there. But it frankly does a much better job. In fact, you can kind of see the vertical brush marks going right to left on the screen. We do see some from the shark going north and south, or up and back on the screen, but it just behaves oddly. Actually it is leaving a better set of brush marks than I thought it did, so I'll comment back and give good kudos on that. It has very good overlap capabilities, but you can see from the design it has to overlap a lot in order to be able to have the brushes work. And why it would just stop here for no reason other than it looks like maybe what the program decided to do. I actually had to schedule this thing twice. So we're on a minute 19 here, a minute 20. Too long a video. I think I'm going to stop.
This is our Shark AI Ultra Robot with a self-emptying feature. The storage container is an extra large, so the vacuum can run multiple times around the house and empty without you having to empty it. Before you get started, you'll want to download the app, set up your rooms, the areas that you don't want the vacuum to go, and give your vacuum a fun name. Ours is Sharky. When you're ready for it to start cleaning, go to the app and hit clean. Sharky will connect via Wi-Fi, and as you can tell, he is not very loud, but I will give you a closer look so you can see how loud he is up close. He is fast, he gets under places that you can't, and there he goes. Bye-bye, Sharky. He will go back to a station when it's time to recharge or when he's done, but if you want to send him back early, just go to your app, click Go to Dock. He will then reconnect via Wi-Fi, and he will head back to the dock, just like this. It takes him a few seconds to get realigned, but right after that, he will empty into that storage container, and actually that is the loudest part of the entire process, but still not that loud. See? Not bad. And that's Sharky. See you later.
Okay, here's the Shark robot at work. It's been running about 45 minutes in this one room. I'm not using any app for it. However, I notice already that it isn't picking up very cleanly, at least not on my rug. It also makes a funny crackling mechanical sound as it bounces around the carpet. And while it seems to follow straight lines, I've noticed most of the time it'll stop somewhere, spin around on itself, decide to go another way, then turn back again. Maybe that's due to my carpet, because here it seems to be behaving well. However, I'm not very satisfied with the cleanliness. For instance, this little speck here is a bit of dust from a plant, and it's been at least 7 times over this spot, still hasn't picked it up. So not a great unit, in my opinion.
I knew living in a bigger house, cleaning the floors was going to take a lot more time and effort, especially with 2 dogs. I already love my Shark vacuum, so when I found the Shark AI robot vacuum with great reviews, I had to get it. It automatically maps your home, detects and avoids most objects, works easily under furniture, cleans edges and corners, and my favorite part is the Shark Clean app. You can control and schedule your robot vacuum to clean your whole home, target areas, and even select cleaning modes. One of the fun parts about this vacuum is you can even give it a name. When it's low on battery while cleaning, it will return to its base, recharge, and pick up where it left off. It also has a pretty powerful suction for how quiet it is. After it's done cleaning, it'll empty itself into a bagless base that holds up to 60 days of debris. Look at all the dog hair and dirt mine picked up.
I use my Shark AI Ultra outdoors, and it really does a great job. I know it's not recommended to do it outdoors, but I do it anyway. The hardest thing is getting it to map the space correctly. It works well for not falling into the pool most of the time. It did get stuck at the concave corners where I had to pick it up and set it down again. So I did pick it up again, pick it up and put it down. But the real issue is that it doesn't know where the end of the yard is. so I used construction paper to create a wall.
I feel bad for laughing. I mean, it's doing a better job than the old one did. Oh, bye. Oh. You done? Okay. Oh. All right.
Where's it going, Cleo?